This is Ella. She's a foreign exchange student from Norway.
So how is school different in Norway than from here? Here it's much more formal. Like, we call our teachers by their first name. We don't call them Mrs. or Mr. And also we don't have the same schedule every day. And school can start early or really late, depends on your schedule and what classes you have. So the latest I started in Norway was 12:15.
What's like the newest experiences you've had here?
Going to the football games. We don't have that in Norway. And also going to Taco Bell. We don't have that in Norway either.
So far, Ella has had a positive experience. If you see her in the hallway, say hi.
Last week, London High School had an Attendance Matters themed Spirit Week. Here's what some of the people that participated had to say when we caught up with them. What days did you participate in Spirit Week?
I participated every day to my abilities.
What made you want to participate?
I've always thought that Spirit Weeks are super fun, and I like getting to dress up in silly, goofy ways.
How do you think the school's overall participation in Spirit Week was?
Overall, I think it was better than I've seen in the past.
If you could rate it out of 10 for the entire week, what would you rate it?
As a whole, for the whole week? Maybe like a 7.
What's your name?
Mariah Keaton.
What days did you participate in Spirit Week?
Pajama day.
Hey, what made you want to participate?
Because I like pajamas.
How do you think the school's overall participation in Spirit Week was?
It was okay.
If you could rate it, what would you rate it?
5.
All right, what's your name?
Royston Skaggs.
What days did you participate in Spirit Week?
Monday and Friday.
What made you want to participate?
Just wanted to.
How do you think the school's overall participation in Spirit Week was?
Awful.
If you could rate it out of 10, what would you rate it?
I get 3.
And that's it for our Spirit Week. Hope to see you dress up next time.
The London Elementary recently applied and got granted a fresh fruit and veggie grant by the Ohio Department of Education.
This is on our website for KERS. So it's like OD has a website where we enter in meal counts and information. And for that, they put out the applications. And then if your school, and it's only for elementary schools. So if your school is below a certain amount for free and reduced, then you get qualified and then you can apply. But you have to apply even if you're qualified.
The grant helps kids in the London Elementary get fresh fruits and vegetables whenever they're hungry.
What did the grant mean for the school?
The grant is a huge opportunity for the elementary school. It is only offered to elementary schools, and with that, when your free and reduced population is a certain percentage, you can apply because the kids who need some extra nutrition or are hungry during the day can go up to a table, grab their snack, and it's, you know, something that is healthy but also satisfying, and there's no judgment. You can just walk up anytime you want, grab a snack, and it's something that is really good for them.
Fresh fruits and vegetables will be served every day for free on a table open to all LES students till 1:30 p.m. every day.
Electric lights.
So when I was in high school, I rode to school with my older brother. He had an old Ford pickup truck, and it was a stick shift, and it didn't have reverse. So he had to park it a certain way, or if we got there late, which we usually did because of him, when we got out of school, I'd have to push the truck out of the parking spot before we could start it up and drive away.
No, just... I don't know. I will say I don't recommend this action, but there was a day that the seniors, when I was a sophomore, brought in multiple inflatable kiddie pools, and they filled them up in different rooms. And I thought that that was a lot of fun because there were just pools and rooms. And it was harmless, but don't bring a pool in my room.
That's cool.
I would say my funniest memory was our senior prank. Every senior dressed up in their pajamas, and then after, we were on a block schedule, so after our first block was finished, we all laid out in the hallway with pillows and blankets and didn't go to our next class. So seniors, don't use that idea, but I would say that was the funniest one.
So my funniest memories in high school was
Unfortunately, some food fights. I guess messing around in the locker room a little bit during football and baseball. Definitely like senior prank. So we put like sticky notes all over cars for like the teachers and stuff. So we had a good time in high school.
Never stop, it's how we ride. Coming up until we die. I don't wanna go to school. I just.
What food do you hate the most?
Hate the most? Raw bell peppers.
Yeah,
raw bell
me too.
peppers and celery. Those are my two.
I
like cooked peppers, but raw bell peppers is like my most despised because people like them and I hate them.
Food do I like all foods, but tomatoes probably.
I cannot.
Food that I hate. I'm not much of a picky eater, but the first time I had oysters, I didn't know you're not supposed to bite into them, so it was very salty and I didn't love the texture.
Anything like vegetables. Like I don't like salad, broccoli, so I'm pretty much on like a carnivore diet, if you'd say.
Why did you pick the subject that you did?
So actually, I never knew that I was going to be a high school math teacher until about my junior year of high school. I had an awesome pre-calc and calculus teacher. He was a swim coach at our high school, and he was just a very good role model for my classmates and I. So that kind of led me into the field of education.
So I've gone back and forth between social studies and physical education. Right now, obviously, I'm doing PE. I really enjoy PE. It's pretty hands-on, and I like helping kids in their health. So that's why I chose that. And then obviously social studies. I love history and getting to know.
I love history too.
Yeah, getting to learn from our mistakes and stuff in life. So
I'm a special ed teacher. We had two younger brothers that we adopted when I was in school, who were all identified. We're both identified, and I kind of got to see the whole process worked out with my mom and seeing them growing up through school. So when I got to choose what I wanted to do in college, I always wanted to be a teacher or a coach of some form. But when it was the subject based, I kind of saw the process and really wanted to help out in that aspect of school. So
I really, really liked it. I think that there's a lot of aha moments that come in physics. I think that it is something that not everyone can do, and so the ability to do it does make you feel a little bit stronger as an individual, maybe a little bit smarter as an individual, and I think that it builds confidence. So I really, really like it. It's something I'm good at. It's something I think that I can express well.
I just wanna break the rules.
Me teach. One specific instance I remember back to was when I was wrestling in high school. We had a couple of students who struggled scholastically, and I took it upon myself because they were some of our better wrestlers that I wanted them to start to do better. And so what I did is I started hosting an after-school tutoring program with them, and it was me teaching them, and I had another wrestler with a higher GPA that was helping me out. And we made sure that everyone got everything in and everyone passed all their classes that semester.
Wow.
So that was really, really cool for me.
Helping young adults. I think there were a lot of people that impacted my life in those teenage years. Obviously parents, but even in the school and coaches and all that aspect of making me who I am and helping me make a lot of decisions that really do impact your life when it's early on.
What made you teach?
What made me teach? I've had some great teachers throughout the years. Fourth grade, I had a teacher named Mr. Weber. He was a great influence on me as a young kid, but I just love it. I love having summers off. That's one of the pros of teaching. But I love interacting with the future of America and stuff. So
yeah.
So kind of similar to relating that back to why I became a teacher, but I also love just being around the students, making connections, building relationships. I love the high school age because you can have deeper conversations with your students, kind of figuring out what you guys are going to be doing after high school.
These are the rules for the lockdown drill. Level 1, class resumes as normal. Level 2, lockdown now activated. Doors are locked and there's no movement in the hallway. Level 3, now activated. Use the night lock to lock the door.
He is right down the hall.
Turn off the lights. Quickly hide with your phones silenced. Make sure to barricade the doors to ensure your safety. Now you know what to do during a school lockdown drill.